Hey guys, I'm Joe, and today we're going to talk about layouts. So what is a layout? Layout may be something that people refer to as like a job start checklist, or a pre-construction walkthrough. But for us, a layout is the start of every project. And a layout is important because it helps us get aligned with our customer. Sometimes it can be many days, weeks between when we first talked about the project and estimated it to when we're showing up to actually install it. So we want to make sure that we're fresh and aligned on what we're doing for the scope of work and what our expectations are from both our customer and our side, and just make sure that we're being consistent, that we're walking through the same things and doing things with purpose as we're starting a project. So whether you're working with a contractor or you are planning a project for your own home, hopefully this could be helpful insight on some things to consider as you're getting started and getting prepared for a fence project. All right, so does your fence company have a 24-point layout checklist? Our checklist is baked into our work order. So whenever we're starting any kind of project, we've got our layout checklist that we're going to walk through each time. That helps keep things consistent and also helps us just to not miss things and make mistakes and try to mitigate things that may need to be addressed or fixed in the future. So just being proactive. So what does that include? I can show you just quickly. Like, we've got it on our system, and we've got just different things that we'll go through and we'll check off as we go through. So it's things for our side of things, like reviewing the estimate, reviewing what was approved, reviewing the actual drawing of the project, reviewing those pictures, and then as we come on site to verify, hey, are we at the correct address? And then a big piece of it is we're gonna come and knock on the door, introduce ourselves, and walk through the project with you before we're getting started. So this could be a day or two before we start, or the morning of the start of the project. Well, we'll coordinate that when we're scheduling. But it is important. A lot of times people ask, hey, do I have to be there while you're installing the fence? And the answer to that is no. You don't have to be there throughout the entirety of the fence install, but it is very helpful, and we do ask and recommend that you make yourself available for the very beginning. And typically that's just a 10, 15, 20-minute max maybe walkthrough of, hey, let's talk through everything we're doing, make sure we're on the same page. Let's look at, hey, what are some advantages, disadvantages of this, get those details of the fence, walk the project, make sure our gates are in the right place, our gates are the right size, all of those things that we would just quickly walk through with you, verify to make sure that you get the end product that you're wanting and that we can provide what you're needing. So that's part of it. That's a big piece of it, the walking through with the customer. Sometimes if you're not available, or if it's a super straightforward, simple something, then we could potentially call and talk through it over the phone before we get started. So we're doing our walkthrough, then gate locations are a big thing. We're gonna verify where you want your gate, verify that we got the correct size of the gate, and then discuss how the gate is gonna swing and operate. Then there's things like check in to make sure that we're within the property pins and property lines, and we're gonna check utility markings, and we're specifically going to document and take pictures of the utility markings on our CRM, our system here. Then we're checking to see if there's anything visible or known, like that are going to be private utilities such as septic tanks, sprinklers, all those things, and talk through those and see if we need to make any adjustments or revise our plan accordingly. Then we are verifying measurements, making sure everything matches the estimate, discussing if there's any changes that need to be made and if there's going to be any change orders with that. Then we are intentionally also passing this information along to our crew leads and our team members, and we are specifically checking in with them to make sure they have everything they need and are fully equipped for a successful install. Then we are doing some admin stuff of checking off our task for the layout, making sure we have a yard sign out and documented that, and just making sure we walk through every little detail on the front end to make sure that your fence install is successful and the way that you want it. All right, so what are some of the things that could potentially come up and need to be discussed at the layout, or even if you're planning your own project, what you would need to examine and work through? One of the things we mentioned was utility markings. So we're going to examine the utility markings and document and take pictures of that, but we're also going to look at that with you as where those are running in relation to the fence line, and if, say, the electric line is running right through where we're wanting to put a gate, then we're going to have to discuss, hey, this gate may not able to be here, or it may not able to be this wide, and just talk through the options so that we're not endangering us or your property with digging too close to utility, but also giving you options of what or where things may need to be shifted. So talking through some of those contingencies, if there's something that's utility-wise interrupting our plan. Things could be on gates specifically, could be that, hey, I would like this gate to be here and I'd like it to swing this direction, but there may be a certain slope or something hindering the swing of the gate that we would need to talk through, of saying, hey, well, because this is sloped this way, really the gate needs to swing this way, and this is the reason why, so that it'll function the way that you need it to. So those are some of the things that we would walk through, talk through, discuss, and go through with that job start or layout process. And in some cases, there could be other things that pop up or changes that we need to talk through, but we'll walk through that with you, and that's part of the reason that it's beneficial for both of us to be present and walk through that to make sure there's nothing we need to address or change. So hopefully that's helpful, give a little insight on what to expect when we're starting a project, and or when you're planning your project, things to think through and check before you start digging and installing a fence. So I hope that's helpful. Make sure and like this video, it helps us out a ton, and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.